Alright, baddies, time to talk about one of the movies that gave birth to possibly the best internet persona ever. This is Pooka.
This is Pooka. You need somebody who can bring him to life. But he's unpredictable.
Pooka is the third Christmas installment of Into the Dark, directed by Nacho Vigalondo. It stars Nyasha Hitendi as Wilson, a down-on-his-luck actor who's chosen to be the mascot for a new Furby-esque children's toy called Pooka. But Pooka has something of a life of his own, and Wilson quickly ends up succumbing to madness as he starts wondering whether his actions are his own or Pooka's. It's no secret that Nacho Vigalondo makes weird-ass movies, and if you've seen any of his other works from Time Crimes to Colossal, you'd know that. And maybe it's just because I was high while I watched this, or because it's a follow-up to two incredibly mediocre films from Into the Dark, but Pooka was kind of amazing. The jump in quality from the first two films is something you can't ignore. Vigalondo approaches this film with the expertise of somebody making a real movie, not the sterilized made-for-TV films that we got with the previous two films. He's also unafraid to get fucking weird with this one and make it his own, and that's what makes Pooka stand out so well against the others. It's that weirdness that really makes Pooka stand out and feel less like a spec script that somebody just threw together for the sake of filling an anthology. The camera work is smoother and more adventurous. The editing is a lot more akin to something you'd see in an A24 horror movie. The production design is absolutely stellar, capturing this picturesque but simultaneously incredibly uncanny world, where things feel not quite right, and quite honestly, if I'm going to compare this to anything, I would actually have to compare it to the stylings of David Lynch. Let me explain. I'm not using that to say, oh, this movie's weird, it's like a Lynch film. There are clear David Lynch inspirations here. The constant oppressive but always surreal vibe of this world lends to a feeling that is only captured in David Lynch's horror scenes. Think the Winkies sequence from Mulholland Drive, but extended to 90 minutes. That's the feeling of this entire movie. It's this amazing blend of horror and absurdist comedy, and when you couple weirdly disturbing scenes of, like, Wilson jerking off while wearing the Pooka head, with scenes of characters repeating the same quotes ad nauseum for, like, 3 minutes straight, it really makes you feel like you're watching something out of the world of Twin Peaks. I'm kind of amazed at how subdued this movie is. A movie called Pooka, featuring this thing, and it's actually really cerebral and full of shocking, uncanny visuals that stick in your head solely because of how strange they are. It's not perfect, and honestly, the story is quite derivative of better films like Jacob's Ladder, and if you've seen anything even slightly similar to this movie, you can predict where it's going from pretty much the first third all the way to the end. But it's the presentation of this movie that elevates it to something else entirely. Pooka kind of becomes this weird, dreamlike, surrealist art film as a result. Yeah, I just called a movie called Pooka with this thing a surrealist art horror film, because it kind of is, and that's all thanks to Vigalondo's vision. Pooka's fucking rad. It's everything I wanted from an Into the Dark film, and I really hope that the quality sticks from this point onward, even though I know Vigalondo won't be directing the rest. I'm gonna say that Pooka is solid. If you want a really fun Christmas time watch, or you just love the character of Pooka like I do, I definitely recommend checking this one out. And if you really want some fun, go on Twitter and look up Naughty Pooka and check out everything that account posts, because that is an officially sanctioned account for this movie, and the person who's in charge of it is out of their mind. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, click down there, like, comment, subscribe. There's a Patreon link down in the description if you want to donate to this channel, help us grow, make new, better quality content for you all to enjoy. You could be like all these cool people here, and there's all sorts of cool new reward tiers for you to check out. Anything from access to my private Discord server, to access to special videos early, to gifts sent right to your door once a month. If any of that interests you, please consider donating. Even $1 would help. I would really appreciate it, but even if you don't, thank you so much for watching anyway, and I'll see you all very soon.
I'm losing time. I'm losing control.